Good evening. This is Attorney Margarita Yu and you're watching Partners in Law. For this evening, storyaan na to ang Oplan Lambat Sibat. But before we discuss Oplan Lambat Sibat, we will have Attorney Hazel Helmuth introduce our guest. Oh, I'll introduce our guest. So for this evening, we'll have Police Chief Superintendent Manuel Garlan, who is the Regional Director of PRO7. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all of you and good evening to all our viewers.
Also with us is Police Superintendent Renato Dugan, who is Acting Chief of RPHRDD 7, and he is also the concurrent Public Information Officer of PRO 7. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Mayang gabi po datong tanan.
Then lastly, we have Police Superintendent Arnold Palomo, who is Deputy Commander of Regional Public Safety Battalion 7. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Dayon, for this evening, before we proceed sa atong topic, which is Oplan Lambat Sibat, mangayo tag few words from our RD regarding sa kuan.
Yes.
Bagong nahitabo nga IEC.
Yung
Yes.
bagong
Kakatapos na
kakatapos
IEC.
lang ng IEC, sir.
Well, I thank the Lord first of all for a very successful and peaceful holding of the 51st International Eucharistic Congress here in Cebu. We were very occupied the past week, and we thank all the people who supported the Philippine National Police through our coordination with the Archdiocese of Cebu and all the government agencies, including the Armed Forces, the Bureau of Fire. In behalf of Task Group Cebu, I thank all these members for ensuring the safety and security of all the participants and all those who attended the International Eucharistic Congress.
How about sir? Any words you want to share with our viewers, sir, with regards to yesterday's culmination of IEC, sir?
Okay, para sa mga Bisaya ingani ni. Para sa among kapulisan, no? Although paig mig maayo, na hago mig maayo, pero self-fulfilling kayo nakaserbita sa IEC nga very successful na wala gyud na mga untoward incident kanita.
It's such a big event for not just Cebu, and it's actually for all of the Philippines, because I understand ang IEC happens every
4 years.
4
4
years.
years.
And Cebu has had the pleasure of hosting thousands and thousands of Catholics here in the city, and we thank our police officers, of course, for being there 24/7, spot on, ensuring that there's peace and order in the IEC. So congratulations, sirs.
Thank you very
Mabuhay
much.
po ang kapulisan.
Yes. And before we move on to our topic, I'd like to congratulate the 5th Technical and Administrative Service Brigade together with 5th CMAG, who was with the Provincial Disaster Risk Management Office, headed by Baltazar of PDRMO or PDRMC. Thank you for giving us that opportunity to serve with you yesterday. Hopefully it will not be the last, and hopefully we'll have more projects with you soon.
Congratulations.
Also, okay, let's start with Oplan Lambat Sibat. Sir, can you give us a brief history with regards to
'cause
Oplan?
we've always heard Oplan Lambat Sibat.
It's been a while that we've heard of Oplan
in
Lambat Sibat.
news, everywhere. In news outlets, we read it on newspapers, mga tao nagchika-chika about it, but we really don't understand, no? I guess we're just
Very
also
abstract
wondering,
lang.
ano ba talaga itong Oplan Lambat Sibat?
Okay, first of all, the Oplan Lambat Sibat is actually the informal name of the program of the PNP under the present leadership under Police Director General Ricardo Marquez. It is all about managing police operations. And from the two words Lambat and Sibat, you can deduce that this is an anti-criminality campaign using the concept of the Lambat or the net to net the criminals, and the Sibat, a spear, to focus or target those who are persons of interest, the criminals, the repeat offenders. So this is basically what Operation Lambat Sibat is. But on the more academic side of it, this is a scientific and programmatic approach towards managing police operations that can be sustained through the years. So we are now into a more scientific approach in our campaign against criminals, so to speak. Hindi kagaya dati, yung pachamba-chamba lang yung approach. We base our police intervention measures on crime statistics, crime mapping, crime clock. So these are the basis of our actions now.
Sir, I just have a question. Any of the gentlemen can answer. Ano po ba yung status o estado ng bansa natin or the state of criminality nationwide before Oplan Lambat Sibat? Ano po yung nag-prompt na dapat magkaroon tayo ng systematic approach? Ano po yung estado ng Pilipinas noon time na yun na nangailangan ng gantong deliberate and programmatic approach?
Well, as a history of the Operation Lambat Sibat, this started in Metro Manila, no? When our secretary, then Secretary Mar Rojas, noticed that there is a prevalence of crime incidents, and the Chief Philippine National Police then was Police Director General Purisima. They noted that there is a resurgence of crime incidents in Metro Manila, and the actions of the police, the intervention measures were really not that effective. So there was a review, there was a group of officers who met regularly and saw this statistics, crime statistics in Metro Manila, and they incorporated the different programs of the Philippine National Police into one integrated program against criminality. They saw that the Quezon City Police District was effective in apprehending all these anti-criminal groups. So they adopted some of the good practices in Quezon City. All the other districts in Metro Manila contributed towards the development of an integrated anti-crime campaign called Oplan Lambat Sibat. And weekly, after analyzing the crime statistics, the natures of crimes, this group composed of the regional director, the quad staff, and the district directors of Metro Manila, working together with Secretary Rojas and General Purisima then, they analyze what specific crimes happened the past week and the succeeding weeks, and from there they initiated different police intervention measures, and that's how the Oplan Lambat Sibat came into being.
I understand for Police Superintendent Palomo, there are sub activities under Oplan Lambat
Yes,
Sibat.
we
Like,
know.
a few of them putting up checkpoints, the Oplan Bakal, mobile patrol, beat patrol. Can you just give us an overview, sir, of what these sub aspects are under the Oplan Lambat Sibat?
Those operations that you mentioned, they are the what we call police interventions, and we apply this even before. But because of Lambat Sibat, the crime prevention and the crime solutions that we are tasked to do were integrated. So with the assessment on a weekly basis, we were able to analyze specific crimes prevalent in a place, in one place, and then with that we were able to innovate crime that intervention when and where it is necessary.
Since we're already able to discuss the operational bit of the operational side of Oplan Lambat Sibat, one of the questions I want to ask you, since one of the focus is the unified intelligence driven operations, what with regards to intelligence gathering or intelligence sharing, sir, what's new with Oplan Lambat Sibat with regards to intelligence gathering or intelligence operations?
It's not only intel driven, but
Yes, sir.
we also use the situation driven. Just like last week, it may be different from this week, and this week may be different next week. So it is not only the information that we gather, but we also take in consideration what will happen or what kind of event we're going to have in a certain place.
So you have to innovate, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
In fact, Oplan Lambat Sibat is not only based on intelligence. This is the quad approach, which is operations.
Yes.
These are, for example, the conduct of checkpoints, beat patrols. Those are some of the police operations. Of course, the intelligence, the investigation side of it. You have to make follow-ups. You have to do detective work, and one of the more important component is police-community relations. What do you do when there's crime? You advise the people, for example, that theft is prevalent in this area. There are a lot of robberies here, so we advise the people that they should lock their doors, put up CCTV cameras, etc. So those are the four major components of Lambat Sibat.
That's really very interesting, Attorney Marge, no, because they don't really just combat the crime itself as it happens, but they also have initiatives to prevent it from even
Deterrent.
happening. Yes. So that's really very good, sirs. We really commend you for that. And what, in your own opinion na lang po, no, usually ano po ba yung cause or nagiging root cause ng criminal activities?
Well, first of all, the opportunity for the criminal to do his act, the opportunity, and for example, there's poverty, and there is opportunity for him to get something or steal something, and there are instrumentalities to do it. Like he has a gun, he has a weapon, he has a knife, then he can commit to what he intends to do. So those are some of the things that we are analyzing. We try to eliminate their instruments, like why we are conducting Oplan Katok, checking on gun owners. Why we are conducting checkpoints. We are limiting the bearing of firearms. Why are we conducting check on vehicles? We want to limit their use of unregistered or stolen vehicles. So we limit their mobility because they use motorcycles, for example.
So we cut down on their
Yes.
logistics, sir.
Yes.
We limit their movement. We limit their the instruments that they use in committing crimes. As I have said, this is the more scientific approach towards fighting criminality.
That's correct.
And we are still lucky because when I was still in the with the investigation, statistics shows that most of our crimes here is economic reason. Not unlike let's say in other countries where there are
White-collar crimes.
Yeah, lunatics or criminals are rich. They just want power, something like that. No? But here, reasons are more on economic reason.
For purposes of discussion, sir, does Oplan Lambat Sibat also focus on cyber crimes?
Yes.
Oh, it does, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Before we continue, let's take a break.
And now we're back at Partners in Law. Now we were talking about the certain operations, certain aspects of Oplan Lambat Sibat here tonight. And after the break, or right now, we're going to be talking about how is technology maximized in Oplan Lambat Sibat. So let's ask the gentlemen here, sirs, how are we using technology today in Oplan Lambat Sibat?
Yes. One of the programs that been initiated, we call them e-projects. It consists of e-warrants, e-road, and e-subpoena, and e-blatter. So with that, we put the database in by the use of technology. So later on, it will be like other country that we can verify if that person have existing warrant, something like that.
Let's start with the e-blotter, sir. How is this different from the manual blotter that we are doing now?
Okay. With the e-blotter, no, it will be more on just what we are discussing, scientific. Is because we are going to use the mapping, what we call geographic information system.
The GIS.
Yes. So when we encode crimes that happen, it will automatically produces maps where a certain crime occur, and other data like the weapons used, the victim. So if we're going to search for type of crime, like say how many murders
Were committed.
during
in
a period of
particular.
time, then the map will show. So the data and the analysis will be easier. And with that, we can also design and innovate interventions.
So the vision here, sir, is to have computers designated for
Yes,
each
yes.
precinct. So just to replace the manual mode of entering police blotters, computers na po yung may fields na,
Yes.
automatic na, and then
Yeah.
data are uploaded real time.
That's how it is in the e-blotter. Before, we used to write everything in the blotter manually, This time, the